Hey, Santino.
What's up, Phil?
So what'd you think about that theology class over sexuality?
It was confusing, but I think I get it.
Yeah, it was really confusing. Professor Johnson didn't teach it very well.
I'd say I agree. If you want, we can talk about it after school.
All right, sounds good. I'll see you then. Bye, Santino.
See you, Phil. Alright, Phil, so what are we confused about?
Just confused of why it's wrong. Why doesn't the church accept it?
Well, I think I remember Professor Johnson saying that the main reason the church says it's wrong is because marriage has two purposes, unity and procreation. I believe only a man and a woman in marriage can procreate and have children, obviously. God specifically created man and woman to be one, which is why their sexual parts fit together so perfectly. Two men or two women are not able to procreate. So, that answers your question.
Alright, what if two men are truly in love, but they decide to adopt a kid? Is that still wrong?
I think it's just like I said. One of the main purposes of marriage is procreation. Having a child is a product of sex that is done between a man and a woman. Thus, this child is a product of the love that is between them. I'd say that adopting a kid does not show the conjugal love between two men or two women.
Okay, so then same-sex marriage is okay if intercourse is not involved.
Yes, but it's still wrong because you must still procreate and have unity.
Okay, that makes sense. Does it say anywhere specifically in the Bible that it's wrong?
Actually, it does. It says in Mark's Gospel, actually, passages 6 through 9, it states, now verbatim here, "But at the beginning of creation, God made them male and female. For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh. So no longer are they two, but one. Therefore, what God has joined together, let man not separate."
Interesting. That's from where again?
It's from Mark, verses 6 through 9. Mark 10.
And how does the unity aspect differ from people in a relationship that are of the same gender and of a relationship of a woman and a man?
In the Bible, the aspect of unity between a man and a woman, I think, has both physical and divine characteristics. In the sense that God made our bodies to complement each other physically and also in a divine sense, which we as humans can't comprehend. When the aspect of unity is directed towards two men, and a physical sense of unity is felt, but the divine portion is missing. I believe also in marriage, the physical intimacy of spouses becomes a sign and a pledge of spiritual communion. I think to put this in a like a more, I guess, paint an image, the aspect of unity as it's perceived between two men is like fitting a round object into a square hole. It may not fit. I mean, it may fit, but it's not supposed to.
Wow, Santino, that's a great analogy.
Yeah, I was thinking about it after Professor Johnson's lecture.
I have another question.
Sure.
Is it our place to pass judgment on those who want to get married that are of the same gender?
No. It says in the Bible that we're not supposed to judge. That's only God's. God has the divine power to judge. And we should never judge anybody or treat them any differently because God is the ultimate authority and He has the final judgment.
Alright. If same-sex marriage is so wrong, then why did God create people like that?
Wow, that's a good question. I mean, that's been debated by many people over the past few decades, especially as of late. I think that God creates us individually, but also He throws obstacles in our lives to help, like, I guess, test our faith. I'm not sure.
So basically it comes down to free will, like we basically have that decision too.
I believe so. I believe it's free will that God gives us. Because if He did not give us free will, then there's really no good or evil in anything we do. I think that's part of why we're part of God's creation, how He made us in His image.
Doesn't God know what's going to happen? So wouldn't He try to avoid us from committing that sin?
I'm not sure. I think this is a very complicated issue. I mean, if you want, we can go ask Professor Johnson.
Yeah, let's go ask him.